What's up guys, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys our little tint hack that a lot of tinters use, and it helps out a lot with installs where the panels are very tight. So you're going to need a basic tool. Well, first thing you're going to do is analyze, can this panel be taken off easily, or the gasket be taken off easily? And if it can, you want to remove it unless you feel like you don't need to. So this is a Kia Optima, I believe, and I'm not 100% sure the year, but let me check actually before we start. What year is it, bro? 15. Kia Optima? Yeah. 2015 Kia Optima. Let's do the back ones. So here, you're gonna pop tool, plastic tool. Just kind of pop it in there. Gotta give it a good tug. Just gotta be careful, like see how it's pulling here? So you don't wanna pull too hard, just enough to kind of get it to go back a little bit. Get in there, and it's literally just this little seal. So that's about it. I always stick it under the car. Go for it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Pull this one back. This one you actually just pull back lightly. You can also remove the, the light here if you need to. That one comes out pretty quickly. Just gives you some more space. And that's it. Just slides right out. Saves you a lot of time, a lot of stress, and the installs tend to come out a little bit cleaner. So let's pop this last one. Just got to remember the direction and the angle. This is a very easy one, so super nice. Some of them are very hard. So yeah, that's the removal. And then when I install, I'll show you guys kind of how an install works and the benefits of it, and then how to put them back on. All right, so I'm just gonna wipe down the seal. This one has a lot of dirt, so a lot of dirt can get trapped in here, guys. You can either tape the seal out or just kind of give it a quick clean. Once it's clean, let's roll this window up, grab our panel, and move this out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my chair, I'm gonna start prepping this window. Okay, so I'm gonna clean off all the glue. Careful with this tool, guys. I have cut myself too many times, and they're not little cuts either. So I'll throw it on the ground and clean it up after. All right, so we want to spray, close the blade. Scrubby pad. I already cleaned the seals, but we always kind of run over it again. Squeegee. Always try to keep spraying down to a minimum. You don't need too much water. Wipe it down one more time. Roll it down. Okay, so we are clear, and I'm going to bottom load. Always bottom load, in my opinion, is the easiest way. So let me wash my hands. Some should be over there somewhere, maybe over here. Okay, so I've seen this been used a lot. You peel from the bottom. Definitely helps to reduce contamination. Spray your hands, make sure everything is nice and clean. Grab the edges. Now I'm using mostly like heavy soap because it's pretty hot in here right now. Use your teeth as a hand. Spray. Don't think about it too much. Just avoid touching the inside. That's the main issues. Pick one side, hold this side, holding up, slide one side. I'm right-handed, so I always tend to like to start with my right side so I have more control over it. And then I just kind of squeeze it in. See how it's getting kind of stuck here? So I could have used a little bit more soap. See all that friction? So my next solution needs to be a little bit more soap. Now, because I pulled the seal out, I can actually roll this down and manipulate it a lot more than what I can if I was using gasket openers. So here, like, I gotta be careful. I don't wanna crinkle this. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of lift it up. Be careful. Don't never just push. If you feel tension, you feel it's kind of stiff. If you push, you're gonna get something called a crease. So take your time. I can avoid all of this tension by just having the right slip solution. So again, just add more soap. That's why we tend to use spray bottles over kegs, because it's easy to change this and fix this. But if I have a keg and I made the whole slip solution wrong, then I would have to go and add way more soap. And I just think it's a waste of time, at least for me right now. Would I want a keg in the future? Possibly, but it's really hard to get that right mixture in order to have the film slip just enough. So secure that top half. Give it a minimal gap. Always double check that you're not too high. Never go like this, you will cut yourself. Spray. Let's go over it again. All right, then we roll it up, spray. And squeegee from the middle, work your way out. Now, I don't like to stick the seal back in immediately. I like to let this film sit for a bit, and if anything pops up, I can correct it. But it's super nice because I don't have to like fight fingers at the bottom. Everything's fully open, and it's one of, I actually didn't know about this tint hack until like, I think 2 years of tinting. So it's nice to know it now. But, all right, GoPro just died. Okay, so yeah, that's it for that window. Okay guys, so scrubby pad, put it back on, put it away, clean. You'd be surprised how many cars you can do this on. A lot of Hondas, Toyotas, but you gotta be careful, because if you do it on the wrong car and you break something, it's very hard. Like, we tried to do it on a Tesla, and you had to actually take off the entire door panel to put the seal back on. So there are some cars that are like that, and you got to be careful to see like which car can and cannot. And if you're in our online tint school, we're building a database of cars that you guys can look at how we approach them and how we've solved them. And then, so yeah guys, so that's basically it. All right guys, so quarter panel is pretty simple. I'm gonna scrubby. Seal's already out, so the panel is back a little bit, gives you some more space. Let's test to see. So if I can't fit my card in here, then I need to trim that out. I just want to cut enough all the way down, all the way up. Plastic scraper. See the dirt in there, guys? It's a lot, and that gets into the pattern. Now, if I want to make this even easier on myself, which of course you wouldn't do that, because why would you want to struggle? When you struggle, that's when contamination gets in the pattern. So let me grab those 2 more tools that'll help me make it easier. Next appointment's here. This little gasket opener, bam. That's a separate hack, but yeah. What this does just kind of helps me guide it in there without having to struggle. Okay, so then spray, let me grab the quarter panel, caress it in. It's a Honda. That's the one with the quarter panels, huh? We just did one of those last week. All right, just gently tucking it in there, keeping an eye on the pinch points. Opening the seal up, giving myself room to work. Ooh, RIP. Okay, so that happened because it wasn't tucked in all the way. Let's see if we can save that. Okay, now always double check this side of the panel. So come to this side real quick. See how you can see there's a little gap there? So we want to shove it up there and cover that space. We don't want gaps. Okay, so now that we have, if you don't check, you could have a gap, and once you have a gap, it just looks bad. So, and you can't really open this up and redo it, so it's better to get it on the first try. I'm gonna have to call Madico. All right, and that's about it. So now I'll put in the seals. Let me just fix this real quick. Click on this side. See if we can fix this. Okay, so now let's put the seals back in. All right, so you can either spray it if it's really tight, but this one's pretty easy to install. So we're gonna flip it this way where the ridges are at. Just pop this panel back and try to find a way to slide it in without struggling too much. So here, I prefer to do it with the window open. Just runs less risk. So for example, it's kind of fighting me here, so let me grab. You don't want to force it, you want to make enough room. Should go in there pretty easily. So it's still fighting me, so I got to pop it back here. Should give me enough space now. So now I'm in, slide it in. And the more you do this, guys, the easier it gets. So this one I have to actually shove it in from this side, little by little. And then here. Line it up, secure. Okay, now the back one. Same thing. Find the ridges. This one doesn't have a rear view mirror, but it does have some tightness there. So same thing. Let me grab this tool. Just pop it back a little bit, make some room. This is always facing the glass side. If it gets getting stuck, that means you need to create some more space. Lock it in. Same thing, right to left. Slide it in a little bit more. Right there. And then there you go. Clips in. All right, just like that. And then that's it. That's how we install a gasket. All right, guys, but this is a 2015 Kia Optima. Hope that tip helped you guys out. See you guys in the next